What's up, guys? Today I'll be doing a video on different types of faction bases with ncps. Hello, ncps.
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm ncps. If you haven't heard my voice before, this is it.
It's pretty
Some people say I sound like I'm high.
That's true. He's like a high Kermit. But the first base, it's like two chests out in the wild. Where do you think that would rank?
I feel like that's a C, because
Really?
the thing is, if you don't have it claimed, it's really hard to find. Like, it's just in a little unclaimed vault, and it's good if you have Ultimate and Ultimate Plus, because you can stack your armor there, and not have to worry about making a little kit collection system in your bases.
I would just rank it as D, since still it's out in the open. It would be better if you like dug it underground at least, right?
Yeah, like, it's probably good if you're just gonna like have it
For
empty
quick.
all the time. Yeah.
Okay. The next base is a little house.
Yeah, no, I feel like having a fucking house that's just built. Wait, I can't swear, right?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. You can just edit it, right?
Nah, I'll just leave this bit in.
Oh, okay. I feel like having a house that's like inconspicuous, like someone's gonna know, even if they have fly or not. If they just slash wild and you see a house, they're obviously gonna go in and explore.
So that
So
should
I would
be
rank
like,
it as like an F tier, to be honest.
So just chests out in the open is better than like a little house, bro?
Yeah, if you put it under a tree, and someone is flying around, they won't see the chest unless they have hacks.
Alright.
But I wouldn't recommend like leaving something there.
Next slide. Lava chest to like try to prevent X-rays. Where do you think this would list?
If you have certain hacks that like highlight
Like chest ESP.
in the sun, chest ESP, you can just like see right through the lava. But for certain hack clients that don't allow you to like actually select, like it's just an X-ray texture pack, then yeah, I would say that's a pretty good chest. Like, I would rank it as a D, to be honest. It's like equally as safe as the out in the open chest.
Alright, this is kind of like a meme one, but spawn hoppers.
They're good if you're trying to like
Transfer
give your
stuff.
friends,
Or
yeah,
like try
just,
not
like,
to get it
transfer
lag
stuff.
cleared.
Yeah, like, oh, drop me gaps, and they're like, oh, I'm not gonna drop you, just check the hopper. It's useful for that, but it's not good for like a long
Like a
term
base.
vault. Yeah.
Probably like E tier. Next base is, oh, it's not in order, but it's a pretty okay base. It's an unclaimed sky vault over sand.
I don't know about sky vaults. The last time I had a sky vault, it got raided pretty fast. I'm kind of like, I kind of have that PTSD.
That bias. I mean, it's
Yeah,
okay.
It's okay. Like, on block drop, I don't really like having bases that are out in the air because of the amount of people that have fly. But if you're playing, and you're just like collecting kits,
Oh yeah.
just like have it there. It's good for playing kits basically. So I say C, yeah, I agree.
Let's go back. Ender chest. How is that for a base? I think that's instant S.
With the addition of shulker boxes, it's definitely an S tier.
Yeah, because you can't
last
get
season
rid.
you could just have like multiple alts storing.
Now it's like trees
Oh,
like
yeah.
no, that's a no. Okay, one water chest. Well, it could be multiple, but just water chests, unprotected.
Water chests
They're
are
decent.
not like easy to raid. Like, it's not like,
If
oh,
you don't
it's so
know.
easy, but it's not hard.
Yeah.
Like, you can just watch a quick tutorial, like my boy Erwin's.
Yeah.
He explains how to raid water chests.
I think it's a little harder than the sky base, but like
Yeah.
not really good. So probably B.
If the sky base is claimed, I say raiding a water chest is easier.
Yeah. Okay. How about a water chest with enchanting tables on it?
Last season, at the beginning, it was
Yeah, it
really
was very
no,
cool.
not last season, 2 seasons ago. It was really
Easy to
hard
raid.
to raid these. No, it was really easy to raid this. Now it's really
Now
hard.
it's hard, yeah.
Because of the obsidian.
And it's unbreakable.
Because you can't
almost.
really break it. You have to kind of cannon it with a
Mhm.
slab buster.
So would that be A or S?
A, definitely
Alright. Next one is lava chests.
A. Well, the last time we raided lava chests
With
was
sniper
a
wolves.
splash vault.
In the
They
nether.
accused you of hacking.
Yeah, and I had to fucking
But-
make a video.
Yeah, but they're good because
Yeah.
if you don't know how to raid them, the stuff will just burn. But,
Sometimes you can get this stuff as well.
yeah, and I don't know. I feel like that's like the same as a water chest. You
Alright.
just know how. You just gotta know how to raid it.
How about just an obby box in the middle of the wild? Claim.
If the claims are big,
No, like a small claim, like a new base.
oh yeah, yeah, no, it's pretty bad to be honest. Like,
It's
just
okay
one
for like
TNT
starting
shot
out.
can like bring the obsidian down to like 80%, and then just like multiple of those can just break and you lose all your stuff.
So
So
probably
I'll
like
just say
C tier.
it's probably E to be honest. What do you say?
So chests out in the open are easier to get than an obby box.
Yeah, because an obby box, if you're flying around, if you have slash fly,
But still, you
an
can slash
obby
fly
box.
into those chests as well.
Yeah, but if you're gonna have an obby box, it just means that you already have a base and you're like kind of established. That's what I think.
Alright. I couldn't disagree. I would think it would be C, but let's just leave it in E. Okay. An obby box with 2 layers. Oh, this is just for like a tip thing. Like, make your roofs 2 layers, because it like makes it really harder for people to get in. Just saying.
Oh. Yeah, because people have ways to getting into your base if it's only one layer.
Yeah.
With certain like just abusing. So I would say it's the same tier. No, a bit higher, a bit higher. Let's put it at D, to be honest.
Watered obsidian.
Now, you need a hybrid cannon, and if your claims are decently sized, like let's say I've claimed like 3, it's not hard to raid, right? But
Mhm.
it's way more secure than a normal obby box. So I say like a D tier maybe.
Alright. Next slide. Is water chest inside? Like that type of water chest.
Oh. Is it like against the floor?
It's against the wall.
Come on.
Like I've seen bases with this.
Oh. Yeah, you can just like put a creeper egg on the wall.
And then just
So
run it
it's-
up.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's the same as the last one. It's like the D tier.
Alright. Here's like the same thing, but in the obby box. 2 chests.
Yeah, no, that's way worse.
Just chilling in the box. Put that there. Here's a different example. A watered chest inside the obby box.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
'Cause
You
you
have
have,
to
like-
cannon first.
Like, yeah, you have to cannon, then you actually can like creeper egg it. If you don't, you're not really good at cannon.
So it's pretty decent. Maybe like A tier.
Yeah, I
maybe?
would say. Yeah.
Alright.
It's like a protected version of the other one.
Here's like the same thing, a naked one inside of one. Inside the
Oh,
obby
that
box.
would just. Yeah, no, that's the same as like the last ones, like a D
Yeah.
tier. Cause. Nah, it's a B tier, yeah.
This is like the same thing as a water chest.
Yeah.
Here's the ones, the 3 chests that I've seen. Like
Well, that's-
every base I've raided this
yeah.
season has the 3 chests stacked up.
Yeah, that's really bad. Cause, most of the time, if you try placing a creeper egg, under,
It'll blow up the bottom 2
like
chests.
under, the creeper egg will just not the creeper egg. The creeper will float up usually,
Yeah.
and it will usually blow up the chest in the middle and in the bottom.
Or if you
Yeah,
like
just
place it
makes
on the
the top
obby right
chest.
here,
Yeah.
and there's
Yeah, that's
fun
what I mean. It's just gonna blow up these the the one in the bottom and the one in the middle,
Yeah, and just leave
and
the
then you
top
can
one
just
hanging.
like rod the one
On
to like
top.
get the one on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a probably
So,
E tier.
yeah, that's not good.
Okay, another favorite, a shulker box.
That's S tier.
S tier,
Last season, like really, like I wanted shulker boxes.
Yeah, but Tree just added them this season. Oh, here's a good one. N bases.
Well, 2 seasons ago, Unbases were really good.
I mean, they're still
season-
decent.
Yeah, no, but like 2 seasons ago, they were like top
OP,
notch.
yeah.
Like, there wasn't anything else. If you had an unbase, you were basically set.
Yeah,
But
unreadable.
now, it's like it's known how to read them, and
I mean,
a
only
lot
it's
of
like
people know how to
few
read.
new. Like most of the people
Yeah,
that
like-
know get banned.
Yeah, are banned right now.
Splash, rip splash.
If you know how to defend an M-Portal base properly, it can go up to an S tier. But if you're
It's
just gonna like
probably A.
sloppily defend it, it's mostly A. Like I've never seen a really good M-Portal vault apart from iDucks last season. That was
Yeah.
really good.
A chest storage room. This screenshot might look familiar.
Shit.
I mean, it's
yeah, that's-
okay for like a faction home.
Yeah, like for an F home, if it's just gonna be like a bunch of like
Unprodded chests.
like stuff, there's like stuff you just like mined or
Blocks.
something. Yeah, it's decent, but it's not good.
Yeah.
I feel like it's an E tier, to be honest. Because one creeper egg can just like blow up most of your chests.
How about this faction home? How decent does it look?
Thing is, you can place a creeper egg basically
On
anywhere.
everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an
so
okay
really-
base to be at though.
If you can protect it outside
With,
to
like,
make
obby.
it where it's really hard to like cannon or glitch in, then that's a decent base. So yeah, C tier.
How about this base with like regens?
If you know how to make it so people can't glitch in, that's a really good base.
Yeah, this is
'Cause
from
one thing
Michael
I've
and I.
noted. One thing I've noted is it's really hard to raid regions on the server. Because some cannons don't work.
Yeah, cannons.
Not
are
all of
pretty
them,
good.
but some. So I say that's like an A tier, S tier.
Alright. How about sand walls? How good are sand walls?
So if you if you know how to finish them really fast, and if you water them afterwards, yeah, they're good because they're basically it doesn't matter where they shoot because the sand will just fall again. So they have to make really high shots. And if you know how to defend your roof really good, they're pretty decent. But if you're like me last season and you make a really big sand wall and you forget to water it, then you're just gonna get raided really fast because it's really easy to blow up sand. So it's
Maybe
not
like
really that
B
bad.
tier?
If it's watered properly, I would say A tier. But if like that one, like the one on the screenshot is just like a B tier for me.
Yeah. How about just an N base on the border? Up high?
If you put cobwebs under your end bases, not your end bases, your like floating bases, your sky bases, it can make it really hard for people to like hub glitch in, or no, not hub glitch in, just like hub glitch in, right? And if you know how to protect the roof, as I've said earlier, then it's really good. And you can't really use sand stackers because the sand will literally not stack anywhere.
Yeah, it'll just
So
fall.
the only way to raid this is if it
People
doesn't
fly.
have water on the sides. It's pretty easy, and if you can in the roof, that's literally the only way I can see it.
And plus, members can't really get out there since they need to place blocks, and that's like thousands of blocks.
Yeah.
Somewhere. That's probably B or A tier, right?
Mhm.
Alright. Here's another example. Regions in the end.
Regions in the end. It's like, yeah, it's way more. It's way more hard to raid. It's harder to raid than the one that we just saw. But again, regions are useless because you can't cannon them. Like, if there was some sort of layer underneath, then it would be like a way decent to like have, you know, your little region walls. But if you have a region roof or like something similar, or the end is flat or something, then this space would be really hard to raid.
Here's a personal friend of mine. Shrek is boss, or Shrek is god, and he TP'd in here. What do you rate his base? Maybe like a C? Since he has water chests, but they're like stacked by 3. See, that's what this example I was talking about.
Yeah. No, I say like that's the same. We put the 3 water chests on top of each other. Cause like, wait, where are they? Yeah, they're E tier. They're E tier. Cause like, and plus it's not even obsidian.
And
so
plus, use the nether
like,
portal. So if anybody finds
Yeah.
the nether portal and goes through, so that's just a tip. You should not have nether portals in your base. This is just put the same one. Duplicated screenshot. What about this base? Like a dug underground base with 2 chests.
If you're gonna use it for like, well, I see like Bruin stands over there, so I would assume this is where someone like does his pot. So if you're just gonna use it to make pots and then get your friend to stack for them, or like an ally to stack them for you, then I say it's pretty good, because like if you're not gonna store important stuff in here, it's pretty good.
That's like a base
it's just,
standpoint.
it's hard to find, because like if you're gonna raid someone, you're usually not gonna like look for 2 little chests next to like some pot machines. It's usually
Maybe the
just
same
gonna
as
be,
like the 2
crappy
chests in the
stuff.
open, but like up 1.
Nah, it's the same. It's D.
Alright.
It's D, to be honest.
What about cactus farms?
Um,
As a base though.
as a base, if you want to like store something in the bottom, then go ahead. But usually when you're looking, like when you're raiding a cactus farm, like even with creeper eggs or something, you'll want to blow everything up and just like stuff. And if you find more stuff, that's pretty nice.
Yeah. So maybe same as
So, yeah.
the chest in the bottom?
That's the same.
Okay. What about border bases?
If you, okay, so here's a tip. I've seen a lot of people make their border bases and forget to water the area between the border and your wall. So it's just like a little dry thing. If you know how to like properly defend yourself against like glitching in using the border, or like just like someone creeper egging your base because there was a dry spot between the border wall and your actual wall, then it can be pretty good. So like never have the wall of your base be the actual border. Like have the how to explain this, like the border and a layer of water and then your actual wall.
Just like 1 block off.
Yeah, it just saves you time. Like you don't have to build that extra like defense on an axis. And I feel like it's pretty good. If you build regions and stuff, that's pretty good. But if you just like build it right next to the border, like people can just like put their creeper eggs and stuff.
Or just fly to it.
Yeah.
Alright. What about corner bases?
If you build it really fast, like if you're really rich right off the bat, then chances are there won't be a lot of people with set homes inside of your base. Or like just like leave one of their alts just sitting in like in one of the borders or like in one of the corners.
Yeah.
Then this can be a decent base because you don't have to do two walls basically.
So it just saves
What
you
I would
time.
say is like the same as last one, but 1 higher,
So A tier.
because yeah, it's an A tier.
But the
If you
downside is
build it
people
fast,
fly
then-
there. Like they check the corners.
Yeah, if you build it really fast, then it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to raid.
What about an obby box with the rings around it?
This is good because now it's really good because you can't really creep rag rings, and at the same time, it also defends you from TNT. So usually when you're launching your cannons, there's really few that have the TNT land in the same spot as the sand. So what happens is it's really hard to raid these. 'Cause you have to aim the TNT like to land on like the floor, like on the bottom block. So it blows up the bottom ring, and then you can just like keep cannoning from there.
Yeah.
Rings are really good because they basically make it hard for creepers and hard for TNT now. So I say B tier. It's
Alright.
like up there.
Here's just like you start out and you don't know what factions is about.
I mean, this just looks like a survival house, to be honest. It's the same as the first. No, not as the first. Like the one we put on F tier.
Yeah.
Like I would say it's literally the same thing, to be honest.
Here's a good one. Just the normal nether roof chest.
So the problem with the nether roof is once someone gets to the nether roof,
They like TP a bunch. of
everyone
people.
has a set home.
Mhm.
Everyone has a set home in the nether roof. But if you can hide it really well and you can put some sort of defense around it, or just like have that place to stack your kits or pots or whatever, then it's a pretty good base. It's probably like a D tier too, to be honest.
I think it's
or
better
C.
than the wild since like normal members can't really get up there unless
Yeah,
you get TP. Here's another variation, the nether roof, but like with an unclaimed vault up in the sky.
I would only use this for like kits or something, because that's really like the only use I would see for a sort of unclaimed vault in the air.
It's kind of like the.
Because I wouldn't
sky base.
store stuff. Yeah, it's just sky base basically. I wouldn't personally. I don't recommend storing like your important stuff in a sky base, or having a grinder that's poorly protected in the sky. I don't know. I don't like it.
Alright, what about watered obby with like dispensers as like a grinder area?
I've had a lot of like new people ask, why do you use dispensers in your bases? And it's simple, because it's really hard for someone to place creeper egg on dispensers. It's not impossible, but it's really hard. And if you have your spawners like high up,
Yeah, all the way
And-
up top.
like all the way up there, and you have your little dispenser area, then people will have to either cannon it or like find some way to place a creeper egg. Like if you can place dispensers around your walls and stuff, and not leave anywhere, then you can like actually place a creeper egg, then it's a really good, because you can't really like glitch a creeper if it's like
Yeah.
properly put.
Can you also use
and
like
rem-
furnaces and like dispensers?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Furnaces, dispensers, and droppers.
And
also
crafting
work.
tables, right?
No.
Oh,
They
okay. So that would be maybe like A tier?
I say if you're gonna build a grinder, that's the only way to build a grinder.
So A?
Yeah, A tier.
How about a dispenser box in the ocean? Or like underwater?
See, this is really easy to cannon. Like
Sure.
really easy, because you just have to land one shot on the roof. But as I said, it's hard to creeper egg them, because you can't really place them anywhere.
So probably C tier?
Yes.
Okay, last but not least, my favorite. Just a bunch of water chests with enchanting tables on them.
Yeah, that's really good. What can I say? Because first would be locating the loot.
Yeah.
You'd have to like be stalking the person or something while they're storing their stuff to like actually find where the loot is, and then like actually raiding it. It's like a beefed version of the single water chest with enchant tables.
So probably
say,
like
like,
S tier.
S tier,
If
yeah.
you make like 100 of them.
Yeah, if you make it like a crap ton, yeah.
Alright,
feel
I
like
think
that
that
would
wraps
be
it up.
really
Thank you for coming on today.
See you.
Alright, thank you. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks a lot. Also, I'm opening my Discord server up, so I'll make sure I leave the link in the description. Thanks.